to
Ribeauvillé.
Ribeauvillé. We thought it was Ribeauvillé, but
that's
our American
in us.
But gorgeous
this is
sun.
what I would think
gorgeous girlfriend.
Spring would be. I mean, you have no, like, if you had any idea of what was in front of us, it's flowers, a beautiful fountain, semi-cloudy day, sunny, so warm. I swear. You know, you're surrounded by vineyards, all green,
flowers,
no industrial
colors.
Stuff here. This is where you want to be.
This is a retirement home for sure.
And I would not mind retiring here.
Yeah. We both look, I look futuristic, but Sophia looks really rich today with her glasses and lipstick on. Similar to Colmar, around vineyards, colors everywhere, half-timbered houses, German style, French style, all mixed. Amazing. The amount of vineyards here is absolutely insane. It's definitely worth it to come here in the spring and summer just to see all those grapes lined up. For us, it was just like branches and stuff.
Yeah, it was just not in the right season. But if you come in late summer, then you will see a ton of grapes.
But yeah, Ribeauvillé, let's get to it. We are in the wine region, and are we drinking wine? No, we are eating yogurt out of this without a spoon. Don't ask. Just took down a baguette, some guacamole.
And we have a nice carrot salad for after our hike, so.
Budget traveling, you know, staying on a budget.
Well, we might as well stay on a budget because we haven't eaten in a while, so that later tonight we can ball out.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where we're going. Some type of like hidden bar that's in a library.
Yeah, a little speakeasy we're going to tonight. He doesn't know too much about it because I'm trying to keep it as hidden as the bar.
Ooh.
So.
All right.
Ribeauvillé used to be home to the Fee Fair, or Royal Minstrels, which is where the name of its annual medieval music festival, Fairytale, comes from. It's the oldest music festival in its kind in Alsace and transforms the whole town into a living history experience with parades, costumes, and ancient instruments. Now, the part I know everybody's been waiting for, which is the wine. This place takes it extremely serious. Ribeauvillé is surrounded by 3 grand vineyards, Geisberg, Ostberg, and Kirchberg, which are considered some of the finest territories in Alsace. The wines here, especially the Rieslings, are known for their intense minerality and longevity thanks to part of the unique soil composition and microclimate created by the Vosges Mountains. These mountains block heavy Atlantic rains, giving the region one of the driest climates in France, perfect for concentrated aromatic white wines. So if you are a crazy wine fanatic and is interested in trying different types of wine or knowing about where it came from, this is the place to go. Many of the winemakers here are family-owned, small-scale producers who have been on the same land for generations. Some still use the old wooden casks, which are those large barrels made usually from oak and bound by metal, which is used to also ferment, age, and store the wine. These are the same size as small cars, and many of the vineyards that are worked here are worked by hand because of the steep terrain. Ribeauvillé might look like a quiet little town, but for anyone who knows wine, this is a sacred ground used for drinking wine.
What you're looking at now is Château Saint-Ulrich, sitting 1,700 feet above Ribeauvillé down there, and this is on a sheer cliff. It was actually pretty hard getting up here, maybe about an hour hike. There is this spot, there is that castle over there, and then on the hill over there, there's another watchtower, it looks like, but this place is crazy. Over 900 years old, originally just a wooden watchtower in the 11th century. By the 1100s though, it became a full-on stone fortress for the Ribeaupierre family, basically the lords of the valley here. They expanded it with Gothic windows and hidden towers and ruled from up here until the 1400s. Eventually though, the family moved into a more comfy estate lower down, and by 1477, the old castle was randomly turned into a pilgrimage site for Saint Ulrich. No one really kept it up after that, and by the 1600s, it was totally abandoned. But the crazy part is this castle wasn't alone. It's one of 3 huge ruins all built into the same ridge. This one over there, the other castle, and then over up there, there's a tiny little watchtower. You obviously can visit all 3, being abandoned, being wide open, super cool, but we want to go back to Colmar, so I don't think we're going to make it up to all 3. I think we might just make it to the second one over there, explore this first one a little bit more, but overall, so cool that you can just hike up here. Honestly, we were sitting on a bench for like 20 minutes, and 20 minutes of us sitting on this trip, like actually looking at the stuff we're seeing is crazy, believe it or not. We're always just on the move, so it's crazy just being in the woods. Obviously super sunny, we're hearing all the birds chirping, all the unique foliage here. It was so peaceful. This place is gorgeous. I would definitely recommend visiting the Alsace vineyard region in general. This place is a beautiful trip. The 3 different abandoned castles probably all work together as a defensive chain guarding the valley. Today though, they're all wide open, no fences, no tickets, just raw medieval ruins that you can hike up through all alone. As we were speaking on earlier, the Ribeaupierre family, the one that the castle was made for, when I said they moved to a different estate, more comfy lower down, this is gonna be our guess of what that estate looks like. This mansion is crazy. It looks like 6 floors, huge, overlooking everything. They have to own maybe 1 or 2 vineyards. That house is insane and clearly the king of the valley. So that would be our best guess of where they are living now. Oh my God, is there a bee on my head?
Is there?
I don't know. No, I think he flew away. I don't know. A lot of these destinations that we have went to, there have been a ton of school trips. I just want to say, if you are a parent living in Europe, you did it right. I love you, Mom. Love you, Dad. Sophia loves her mom too. We love her family. But the school trips out in Europe are next level. We thought that going to Crystal Cave and Kmart and the Play-Doh factory, that it was the top of the world. But we see kids at the Neuschwanstein Castle. We see kids hiking up to this castle. These kids go to school at like a vineyard. I mean, kids in Europe have it really, really good. Also, like kids in Europe, they're gonna learn probably multiple languages. So yeah, living in Europe, overall, great thing. Our personal opinion, if you come to Ribeauvillé, you stay in this hotel.
Yes. This one especially.
Yeah.
The medieval
You got a
vibes.
night in there, crazy big bed, stone on the wall. It's probably flipped in this camera, but I will obviously put something up on the screen for you to reach out. It looks like it is $75. $85 a night for 3 people, or $75 a night for 3 people. This is probably the 75. This is probably the 85.
Yeah.
That is crazy, super cheap.
And you're in
this
the
place is
city
amazing
center
anyway.
too, so
Yeah, right at the bottom of this hike. This place is absolutely amazing. I mean, I don't know if, you know, if you only have whatever 1 or 2 vacations a year, if you would come to this place. I would always probably just spend it on Munich so far and then do a bunch of day trips from what we've seen.
yeah.
But if you've explored a lot and you're looking for some type of just peaceful, nice, scenic, calm, green, slow,
Wine-filled
yeah,
place.
amazing, beautiful place. And that would be our recommendation. Super cheap, medieval, looks great.
Yes. What makes Ribeauvillé stand out isn't just the postcard look, it's the fact that it's framed by 3 separate medieval castles, all perched on hills directly above the town. You can hike to all 3, Saint-Ulrich, Gersberg, and Haut-Ribeaupierre, each offering views that span across the entire wine region. But even down in the streets, there's something unique happening here. The main road through the town, Grand Rue, is lined with century-old houses, ornate fountains, and floral balconies that change within the seasons.
We are leaving Ribeauvillé, and amazing trip. We would give it around a 9.2,
9.2, yeah.
9.3. We're not really sure how it compares to Colmar yet. We've had a good experience with Colmar. A lot more people, a lot more colorful houses, a lot more of a regular city.
Yeah, and there's just like a lot more to do there.
Yeah, as you move outside of all those colorful houses, it is kind of like somewhat of a regular city,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
here in
Ribeauvillé.
Ribeauvillé, it's much more of like a secluded place, you know. The city outskirts are just all vineyards, so it does just give a really secluded small town feel. We ended up picking these 2 bottles of wine up, both apparently from Ribeauvillé, and very excited to try them.
Yeah.
They looked like pure purple plum,
Yeah.
insane. We were actually able to taste one of them in the store. Best wine we've ever had. We haven't really had much wine. It's all been just like cheap box wine
Yeah,
and
just cheap
stuff
like
like
grocery
that.
store
Yeah.
wine, but
Obviously, we don't even really drink alcohol that much, so it's like
it's just like
pretty
it's just
rare
like a
anyway.
fun experience. Plus, it
Yeah.
actually tasted so natural and wasn't like so super dry. I mean, it was a little dry, but really fruity. Tasted, you could taste everything that you wanted to taste, like the grapes.
Yeah, we'll
good.
give a proper review on it when we
Yeah.
actually open them. But our recommendation, if you want to go to Ribeauvillé and you're going to Colmar, that you take bus.
Bus 68RO17.
Okay.
So it's Board Flow Grand. That's the name of the bus, Flow. So just keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna remember that. So a good app is City Mapper, Translock, and I guess that's basically it as far
Yeah.
as navigation. Translock has every single city, but City Mapper is overall better and more detailed, but doesn't have as many off-the-grid
Yeah, it's just
places.
more, like,
Translock is like
main
all over
cities.
the world, though.
Yeah.
It's been very helpful, and it normally tells you the fares and stuff, but it's a little like vague, but it will give you the transportation details everywhere you need to go.
Yeah.
If anyone knows any better transportation apps, definitely feel free to drop that below. Ribeauvillé, amazing. I'm guessing this is a separate video from our Colmar video, so click onto our Colmar video for the rest of the day and the rest of our ongoing trip. Thank you so much for watching. Great
And
place.
we'll see you soon.
All right. Yeah.
Aromatic white wines.
Damn.
Ribeauvillé. Is that how you say it?
No. Welcome to Ribeauvillé.
Okay, I'll say it then. Welcome to Ribeauvillé.